do you draw a lot of inspirations from like other art forms? So like if you go to a museum or you go to a play, do you kind of take some of that and like, hey, how can I incorporate this into my work? Or are you kind of just going and like enjoying that experience separate than comics? Or is it kind of do you ever like think of like cross pollination or like what they've done here? Like, oh, I kind of liked how that was, the colors there, or the lighting there, or anything like that. Do you ever kind of bring it in?
As an illustrator and painter colorist, you're always looking at life in general to see how form, shape, light works. It's complicated. It's not something that you get even after a lifetime of working on it. You are always having to look and to understand things. So yeah, I mean, that is the case when I go to a play or I see a show. I don't know that I'm necessarily taking certain moments or even scenes or episodes or anything like that and storing them and saying, I'm going to use that in the next issue. But it's all part of it. It's all part of, my brain is going to make decisions based on my whole life's experiences. And certainly a large part of that is entertainment. Yeah, like plays and television, movies, all the art forms, yes, have influence and are important to the work that I do in comic books.
Yeah, me too. One of our mutual friends, Steven Siegel, is
great guy.
Yeah, one of my closest friends is he has been super influential to me and kind of has changed my way of thinking. And he said to me, if I go back and just read comic books, and like you're just going to be making a copy of a copy, you have to draw from outside of life. You have to draw from here and from there and different experiences. You have to go out and live.
Right.
And I thought that was some really great advice that a lot of people don't give in comics, because people are like, no, read more comics, find out what's going on, and then do that differently and do that better. And then it's like, oh, go out and have your own experiences and pick up on those and make it real, make it genuine.
Steve is really great with the advice. Steve is the guy actually who gave me the advice to pursue comic books instead of photography.
Oh, wow.
Many years ago. I must have been 17 or 18 years old. I was at a convention, I think it was San Diego, and I had a portfolio of both illustration work, painted work, and photography. And Steve looked at both and he said, you have an eye for composition, for color, for life and art and storytelling. But you have a talent to be able to illustrate and draw, and that's something not everyone has. Everyone can point a camera at something and use their inner creative mind to make art out of it with a camera. But the talent to draw is rare, he said, and he's right. He's absolutely right, and he said I would regret it down the line if I ever lost that talent, and that really stuck with me. Especially now, it seems like everyone takes photos of everything. We're in the age of like self-documentation. So I feel like I'm unneeded in that area.
There's always need for photographers, but I agree with Steve that your art is fantastic. So I think you made the right call, and I think you did by listening and jumping into comics.
Yeah, Steve's really great. He married me too.
He did.
So that was nice.